And then what we got to do is just come over the top like so. Don't. Just stay. Everybody, you're fine. Stop moving. No, we can't have it under there doing that all the time. Do you think it'll stop eventually? What is up, the world? What up, peeps? It is your friendly neighborhood Slipgator here, hanging out today, doing stuff and things back in Astroneer at the new base area place. And I am back from a little weekend trip to another state, IRL. So it's very exciting to be here, and I'm very excited that you are here as well. You guys, thanks so much for being here. Like I said, make sure if you like the video, don't forget, show your support, smash the thumbs up button. If you're new and you haven't already, subscribe for more. And yes, in the last episode, we did a little montage deal. We got this area over here ready to rock and roll. Temporary base 9000 Mark II is complete. And so we are going to be going over here and trying to set this bad hombre up for a nice and very large flat area to do our stuff and things. So I've got a bunch of canisters on my back, as you can see. And what I'm going to try to do right now is try to find a flat spot. Now, there's the alignment mod. There's all sorts of things that you can do. But what I'm just going to do is try to find a mostly flat spot. And the way I'm going to do this... Oh, dude, that looks really good right there. Maybe... No. Why'd you do that, Slip? Right there. Maybe right there. Like so. Let's see here. How flat are you? So that's not very flat. So pop down like that. So what I'm going to do is just kind of go up and down like so until I find a spot that I think is primarily flat-ish. So like right here you can see this is pretty good. Right? This is pretty damn good right there. So if we pop this over this way, it looks like it goes down if we go to the right a little bit. It goes up if we go to the left a little bit, but I feel like this could probably work for us. It won't be exactly flat, but finding things in this game, you know, I've pretty much given up on true flat. I've pretty much given up on trying to make things really super flat. I'm just trying to do, not die. I'm just trying to do the best that I can with the tools that I have. And I think that this will work out pretty good. We can always pull some of this off of the side here so it doesn't look quite so weird. If we pop all the way out like that, over to there, this will be pretty good, I think. So I can always try to make it a little bit better because over the course of the length of this entire gateway, it definitely drops a little bit. It'll be hard to find something that's more flat than this, though, in this game. And the alignment mod, I've never really been much of a fan of it, although it might be helpful in this situation. So we have some mods over here, I do believe. Let's go ahead and take a look. Dude, I have to relearn my base a little bit. Where did I put all the stuff and things? I have mods right here, like so. That's the turbo or the boost deal. That's the inhib mod. Do I even have an alignment mod yet? You know what? In this playthrough, I surely may not have made it. Let's pop down over here and take a look like this. Wide, narrow, inhib, alignment mod. Not even a thing. All right, so we need a zinc in order to make this happen. Let me take a look over here and see. There's some zinc right there. Poop one of those guys out for me, please. Backpack's full of stuff and things. We'll grab that. There we go. Let's grab that guy, F that guy, put that guy back up inside of there. All right, so we're looking for that alignment mod. This is a mod that allows you to inhib alignment mod, like so. So what this alignment mod does is it aligns your flattening tool to the curvature of the planet, I do believe. So if we can get a little alignment area, this might be a thing. Oh, did I just poop that out over here on the ground? Slipgator, pay attention to what you got going on. So let me pop over here and then take off maybe let's take off both of those guys. We'll just use the alignment mod and then let's see how this is going to work out for us. This might work, it might not. I always find the alignment mod to be a little bit weird. But if we see how it kind of doesn't want to align, there we go. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the other thing about this is I always find that these mods work better without all of the boosts and those sorts of things. I find they just work better just kind of without any of that stuff. No drills, no boosts, no turbos, and it seems to be easier for me to get things to align. So this does look quite a bit better, in fact. We'll pop that guy over here like so. It looks like we need to get another tether going here. Where are you, the tethers? There, like so. We'll throw another one over here. So if we go nice and slow like that and kind of bring this all the way over, Let me take a look here and see. This does look really, really better. It looks a lot better than the other one does. So I might go ahead and go like so, use this in this way, and just kind of really easily and nicely bring these guys out. Now, you can see there are lines. There are lines to all these like little deals. So I don't even know how to explain it. So you see how there's like a line right here, and it goes kind of straight that way. So there are little squares. It's really hard to see. Right there you can see like one of the squares. So they kind of align diagonally to where we are. So that's going to be a little bit weird as we try to bring things out. I may be able to, now that I have the alignment a little bit better, go ahead and put on the boost mod or wide mod. That'll give it, make it so that I can do kind of more aligning at one time. And what I need to do now is make a really large area. So if we pull this guy out like so, we're going to have to go very slowly and just continue to align the entire area. I think this will work out quite well. It's not going to be perfect, but it will be great. It will be a lot better than it was. It'll be a lot better than the regular kind of alignment that we have here. So I'm going to go ahead and flatten this area out. Big flat area. We got one, right? Looks really good, right? Nice and flat. Seems to line up with this guy. Well, these planets, they're really small. And unfortunately for all you flat earthers, they're not flat. So this is what happens when you use the flattening tool and you don't use the alignment mod. You get this guy that goes out like so, and it's going to rise up higher and higher and the further that we go away. I'm not a big fan of the alignment tool, but I feel like that I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. So we have alignment and wide mod on here right now, and I'm going to try this now. Now, this tool, I find it to be really difficult to use. It just seems to be a little bit odd. Now, if I bring this out like so, the further that we go out, we should see it digging deeper and deeper. And the reason that it's digging deeper is because it aligns itself with the curvature of the planet that you're on. And then gives you that kind of curved, that arc that matches the arc of the planet. And then that should make it so it's a little bit more flat. So if we go like that, you can see as we've come deeper out or further out away from this flat area, it's gotten deeper and deeper. Now, the reason I don't normally use the alignment mod very much is because I just find that it's really hard to use. It's kind of a pain in the butt. It doesn't make stuff super duper flat. And so I've never really liked it very much. But I've never really had that big of a problem with getting like a super flat area, and this isn't really working out for us. We're getting that really large kind of, it's the further away from the gateway we go, it gets higher and higher. So, although I've taken the time to make all of this flat, now I'm going to take the time to make it, to use the alignment mod and go over the entire thing again. I'm going to try to make sure that I start from this point over here, the point that's very much closest to the center of the gateway, and then I'm going to work my way out from that point. And so I can use this whole line right here that I've made as kind of like my center point right here. And then I can come from that center point and go out like this. So hopefully that will help to make things a little bit flatter. It's not going to be perfect, but it will be a little bit better. I wanted to try it without the alignment mod, but it just really doesn't seem like it's working out. So I think this is going to be a better bet for us. So we're going to continue making an area. And then what we're going to do is most likely start to get some larger platforms going. Now, I already built like a real big base in our Twitch playthrough. And I really like the way that I did it, and I really like the design. So I think we're going to work on using the same platforms and the same design we did with that. So we're going to need a landing platform, which we've already got back over here. Remember, we tried to put it here, but it didn't really work out for us because this is already a landing zone. So we're going to use that guy, but we're also going to use some of the larger platforms, and I do believe those guys are going to be not there in the large printer deal. So over inside of here, not that guy, not that guy. Extra large platform C, the extra large curve platform. I don't remember if this is the one I want. Figurine platform. There's a couple curved platforms. Let me see here. This smaller curved platform is not the one I want. So down inside of here, this guy right there, the extra large curved platform. Now these guys are going to use ceramics and compound. Now over there, I've got 22 compound left. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab this guy right here. I'm going to squirt him down like that. We will take, let's say, 1 compound out of there. Where are you, 1 compound? We'll F that guy back inside of there, and then we will place this guy inside of there. All right, and then output is disabled. All right, so we'll squirt him over here like so. We'll set up our soil centrifuge to make compound for us like that, so that'll fill that guy up. Then we're going to start crafting up some of those platforms and try to do this, get a couple things going at a time, just because those platforms take a long time to craft. And it's going to be a good thing to be doing while I'm over here making this whole area freaking flat again. I'm printing up some new platforms and some other stuff and things. I thought we would bring over the landing pad here and take a look at how this is going to fit. I have a plan for what I want to do here, but I just realized that it looks like I'm out of iron. That means that it's going to be time to head to Glacio for some hematite gathering. But for right now, I figured let's just bring this guy up over here and take a look at it. If we bring this guy right over here, and what I'm feeling like I probably want to do, I'll lay out the platforms first, of course, but if I get this guy right here in the middle like this, and we just kind of make sure that it's lined up with the gateway, like right now it's a little bit over to the side there, that's a little bit better right there. So that'll be our main access ramp right here. We have these two guys over there. If I can go ahead and expand that guy out like that. So this is what this will look like, and then we'll have some platforms around it. I think it's going to be really good. I have a couple of these guys already printed up, but I need, well, I'll show you here. We got 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to have eventually, there's a little bit more, 4 on there. But inside of here, I can't actually change it. Let me pop inside of here and take a look at it. We're looking for the extra large platform C. Resin words and iron are what we're going to need, and we only have 1 iron. So what I'm feeling like we might do in order to remedy the situation, why don't I take 2 of these guys with me? And you know what? I'm going to bring these big guys too, just in case it's something else in Glacio that I want. We'll pop those guys on there. We'll drop these guys on here. The other thing, we got to make sure we have enough fuel. And in the future, I do want to set up an automated hydrazine station, and I'm pretty sure I know how to do that. There's a way that we can make, basically just take soil and turn it straight into hydrazine, and we can do that all automatically. Most likely in the next episode, once we get stuff and things set up over here at the new base. All right, so this guy's setting all that up. Let's go ahead and pop over here. Now, I can't quite remember exactly what I have ready to rock and roll over on Glacio. So let's fly into the space world area. And then let me see here. Glacio, the furthest planet from. You are right there. All right, now the big thing I can't remember if I have on this planet, I don't know if I have a tractor, and a tractor is something that we're gonna need. So let's land, and pretty sure I have a beacon somewhere already set up for the station that we have on this planet. Where are you, the beacon? There you are. All right, right there. We can land over here and take a look. This is very close to the gateway as well. There's my tractor. All right, sweet. So the only thing I think I don't have over here that I really am going to need, we probably should have an RTG for power. We could just use this guy. That will probably work for us to So instead of having to go back to get the RTG, let's do this. You know what I am going to do too? I accidentally brought all these soil containers with me. I'll go ahead and drop these guys off onto our silos. Let me go get a bunch of hematite. I could drop those guys like that. I have a little bit, some tethers, like so and like so. We probably won't need them. This will be a lot of hematite that we can grab. Let's just take a look in the area too. There's some resin over there. There's some compound over there. There's some more resin. Excuse me, little item deals. Let's go like that. Let me go ahead and pop off of here real quick, and I'm just going to grab a couple more organics. We should be able to find some in the area. All right, heading out into the world. Let's find some hematite and bring it back to base. Oh, yeah. All the hematite. We're printing platforms and making iron. That's right. I already got 1 canister of iron. I think I squirted you over there. Yeah, we got a canister of iron right there. We've also got another one being crafted up over here. There's our hematite. There's our iron. And we have more large platforms being made. But I have already made 6. No, wait, more than 6? I don't know. I've got at least 6 over here. Let me see. Oh, these are the 2 large deals. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and grab this guy. I'm going to place him up over this way, and we're going to try to do this. We might have to move this guy, too. I'm going to see how this works out. So let's go ahead and unpack these guys. Our first time seeing them on this playthrough. Super, super cool, super large platforms. Now, these guys right here that are going to be around our landing area, I do believe we'll utilize mostly for power and those sorts of things. But what I want to try to do here is kind of get these guys lined up. So what I should do first is pull these guys kind of out of the way. And then what I want to do is set this guy so that it is perpendicular to the gateway. So like so, I think like that, and then we'll come and do that guy over here too. And we're going to try to use the posts that are on the gateway to line things up. So if I go like so, you see what I've done here? I've lined up with that post right there, and then this one should be lined. Oh, that is not correct. Oh, it is from perspectively. Ooh, okay, this might be a little bit tougher than I thought. So we're going to have to make these guys kind of even. And then, let me see, with this guy up over here like so, that'll actually probably work. This guy needs to move over this way a little bit, like that. Maybe the best bet will be to use the platform, since the platform's already lined up with the gateway. That might be our best bet. And this looks like it's pretty good. If I just pop over here like so, and then grab this guy, and then kind of line it up like that, I'm assuming this will work out pretty good for us. We have to move this guy kind of over here. We want to make sure that these are very nicely aligned. That guy over here like so. We'll kind of come over here and take a look at this. Now, when we get them finally nice and aligned, we will lock them down. Although, I wish there was a shift. Because right now, all you have to do is hit F in order to lock them. And considering that F is the key that you use for almost everything in this game, it seems kind of weird that it's F. It should be Shift F to lock, right? That way you can't accidentally unlock them with a single key press. I feel like that would be a lot better. Now, the ends of these aren't going to line up 90 degrees from here. It's kind of odd that they don't do that, but they don't. They come over and they're a little bit less than 90 degrees, so that's going to be normal for us. This looks pretty good, actually. If you take a look, let's pop up over here and then look down here like so. That's pretty damn good right there. Like I said, these are going to be a little bit off. That's just the way that they are. It does kind of look like it's closer on the back than it is in the front, but if we pop over this way, it might just be a perspective deal. See, now it looks like they're closer on the far side, and then this side is wider. Yeah, it's a thing. So, but I feel like these guys are good, so we can go ahead and lock those guys down, and then I am going to go ahead and connect these up like that and like that. We might need to move a couple of them. That looks like it's a little bit off, and I do want to take some time right now to make sure that these guys are aligned the right way. That looks pretty good right there, and then this guy right over here. All right, let's go ahead and lock that guy. We'll lock that guy. Lock that guy. And then I think over here, this guy looks pretty good. Maybe not. All right, maybe we'll grab this. Hold on, let's do this. Let's unlock, grab that guy, turn him out a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. All right, sweet. That looks really good right there. And then this guy right here, let's unlock, and then we'll just move it. It's very difficult. Yeah, I'll call it good. All right, lock that guy. And that guy. All right, so these first guys are set up. It's looking really, really nice. I feel like we've got some problems with tethers here. Let's pull these guys over this way. Can I have that tether there, bud? Any chance possible? Thank you very much. Like so and like so. All right, sweet. So that looks really good. Now, we're going to have to move the oxygenator over here and all the power. Before I do that, I have some more platforms that I need to get printed up. So I want to make basically this exact same design a second time. So I'm going to need 4 more of the curved platforms and 2 more of the extra large platform, whatever it is. I can't remember. The big long ones. So those are going to have to be a thing. We got one of those guys right there. And then for some reason, putting the canisters directly on this platform, they're not feeding the large printer. So I'm having to do this, which is kind of a pain in the nuts. But yeah, it should be good. So we'll print up a couple more of those guys, get them all aligned, and then we can talk about starting to move some stuff over to the new permanent base. The unpacking of more platforms in an attempt to make them aligned up to make the base nice and organized is about to begin. All right, so we got a bunch more of these guys. The same setup we've got right here. I've just gone ahead and created all the platforms that we're going to need in order to mirror that piece. But getting them all in the area they need to be in is going to be a little bit of a thing. So what we're going to do, I think, is unpack all of them. And I'm not sure if we have enough space, so we might have to go ahead and lengthen our flat area here. All right, so what I want to do is right over here, I'm going to take... This guy's got to spin a doodah around like that. All right, so what I want to do is try to take this guy right here and line it up like so. So it's lined up with the platform. That's all the way over there. Now, what I want to try to do is also make these so that there's enough space. Yeah, that's not going to work. So we're going to make these so there's enough space in between them to fit one of these. We're just going to kind of use that as a measuring tool. So we'll bring this guy over here, bring that guy over here, and then you can still see this actually looks like, now that's pretty much on right there. That's pretty much on right there. This might just need to move back a touch. like that, and maybe like that. Now let's pop this guy over. Well, actually, we can do this side over here first. I do believe we're going to have to make this a little bit longer for sure. All right, you come over here like so. This guy's going to have to get lined up like this. I do believe like that. And then the way this is set up here. All right, so we got to move this a little bit closer. This is really not easy. We're going to move this a little bit closer. Move that guy like that. All right, so that looks pretty good. That looks like it's pretty much the correct size in betwixt the two. This guy over here, not quite. So what I could do is pop this guy, move that out of the way. And then, I'm going to need some air here, bud. There we go, like so. Let's go ahead and take this guy. And it looks like it's turned a little bit sideways, but I'm just going to kind of go with it and see what happens here. Yeah, this looks a little bit weird, does it not? That actually does, that does look like it's on now. The perspective of this game is so strange. It's so hard to tell where things are and how if they're aligned correctly. I'm going to just move this guy a little bit more, move that guy a little bit over there. This definitely is going to need to get expanded on the backside. It's not going to be big enough. It does feel to me like it's all being turned out. But I think we're going to have enough room. Now, I want to use another one of these platforms, and I'm going to stick that in the center. I think we already have one over there, and that's where our soil centrifuge is going to go, right in the center of all of our things. So this is looking pretty good. I still kind of feel like it's not quite lined up the way that I want, but it should be pretty GD good. Yeah, this guy's just not quite right. We'll go like that. These guys, not quite right. Maybe like that. All right, so this is gonna have to get extended. Now, I have all the correct mods on, right? I have the alignment mod, I have some things. So, yeah, that's one of the reasons why you kind of got to make your extensions to your area before you do the placing of your platforms. When you dig underneath or near them, you can disrupt where they are. You can move them around. You can even do it when they're locked, so it's kind of a big pain in the nutskis. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a thing. I'm going to go ahead and play around with this a little bit more and get it nice and lined up. And then I will BRBs, peeps. The moving process has begun. That's right, we are moving stuff and things. We can only move some stuff like this. We have to do some stuff manually, but I've crafted a couple more of the large buggies up as well. A majority of the day today has basically just been sitting at the large printer watching stuff and things happen. So we're going to try to get these guys kind of over in this area here. I have some plans for how I want this to be set up. So for right now, that guy can go over there. You're kind of in the way. We'll stick that guy over there like that. Very excited to get this done because one of the big things that I want to make sure we do is set up lights. Like, we need some hot light action. But for right now, I'm going to drop that guy like so. Flip this guy around like here and like that. Then we can hook these bad hombres up. That guy right there. Squirt this guy over here like that. Unpack him. Like so and like so. All right, sweet. So that guy like that. All right, those guys are looking really, really good. Now we can start moving some other stuff around over here. I'm kind of feeling like, geez, I'm not sure how I want to do this. I'm guessing maybe we just start off with like oxygenator. Get that guy over there. We'll need to move all of our batteries over as well. So these guys will need to go. You know what might be a good idea? Crap on a cracker. I have those guys up there. I'll grab them on my next trip over, I think. So we got those bad hombres. We'll need some of our solar to move as well. So try to set myself up in a place where I can grab all of them. Over here and over here, like this and like that. Grab that guy. You know what? I'm going to grab a couple of the RTGs too because I don't have a lot of space left. So grab those guys like so. And then we should be able to... Next time we'll bring over those large silos and that'll allow us to bring a whole lot more stuff. So over here, there we've got a little bit of air. Let's pop these guys over here. It's not very far, but I figured it'd still be way faster to move these guys with the buggies. And this is what we got to kind of figure out what we're going to do. So I'm feeling like we only have 4 RTGs. Maybe we'll do 2 of those guys on this side. Maybe we'll go ahead and drop some of these solars over here like this and like that. We need some batteries as well. Maybe we'll drop a couple of batteries here. And then we're going to have to fill these guys up. We're going to make more stuff for sure to fit over in these areas. So we'll grab that guy and this guy. Now, we might as well mirror these, right? It doesn't make any sense not to. So we'll stick maybe some of these guys over here, like so. Maybe we'll grab 2 of these solars and push them over to this side. I don't think we have to worry about the sun blocking anything or the platforms blocking anything, so we can get those guys like so. And then these platforms are great. There's a lot of space. There's a lot more stuff that we can fit over here, and that's really good because we can kind of double up all the systems that we have and move them over to the other side too. So that guy, we're going to need to stick this oxygenator down. That's going to help with some hot O2 action. So, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I think I left some stuff over there. Maybe we'll squirt this guy here. All right, so that is looking pretty good. Do we grab everything off of here? We did. All right, so now we just got to head back and forth a few more times and move everything over. What I want to make sure that we're kind of paying attention to is where our machines are going to be and where the different storages are going to be behind those machines, so that everything is going to be hopefully a little bit better, because what I want to do is get a couple large printers going instead of just one. Obviously, like I said, more RTGs. We want to have all the storage kind of, I don't know, everything that now that we're moving over there, everything's just going to be bigger. It's all going to be bigger. There's going to be a lot more of everything, and I think it's going to be really, really good. So we can just kind of go like so. I think I have a couple more spots on the back I can fill up here. Does that actually work for this? Nice. We can stick that guy on there like that. All right, so the moving process has begun, and then as well as moving all of these things, we're also going to need, I do believe, to craft up the large printer. No. Large, dude, what is it even called? Hold on a second here. I can't remember. Well, the small version of this, or the large version of this guy right here. What is this guy even called? The shredder. We're going to need a much larger shredder. Also, let's go like that so we can get some hot oxygen action everywhere. That will oxygenate our cave that we have. But yeah, the large shredder, because all these platforms that we have, these little medium platform Bs, we're not going to need them anymore. They're not going to be important for us. Don't hit. Ugh, so close. So we're not going to need those guys anymore. And so we're going to need to shred them down, and that will help us to get other resources as well. So very good so far. We've got all the things that we need. Continuing the moving process. Reorganization is coming along quite nicely. But we don't have power everywhere yet. So what I've been doing, I've had to use the chemistry lab a little bit. I've had to use the printer. I've just been moving around an RTG. But we're going to have to move power around, and this is going to be a little bit tricky. Now, you can use extenders, but I find that they just, for some reason, don't seem to work very well. So what I'm going to do is, with the alignment tool on here, I'm going to go ahead and dig down in here. Let me see if I can come up and then maybe flatten this out right like that. And then I'm going to try to... Oh, crap, on a cracker. I'm going to have to bring this down like that. I'm just going to... Wow, that is a really, really deep cave. I feel like that is too deep. I'm going to try to come down here and then like that. All right, so something like this. And then what I'm going to do is try to come over this way, over to here. So I think I can dig this down, dig that down, kind of like this, and then flatten this out right here. So this is very tricky. I've tried this before, and since I have a lot of these guys, what I'm going to try to do is use them. I'm going to push these guys down inside of here, and then bring that guy up like that. I want this to be pretty close if I can. Bring that guy down like that. Connect those guys like so. And then very, very carefully. It always does it. So I don't know if it's the best idea to lock these when they're down there or not. Let me see if I can do this again. Let me put this guy down over here like so. Let me lock it. Maybe that will help. Lock those guys in place like that. And then what we got to do is just come over the top like so. Don't. Just stay. Everybody, you're fine. Stop moving. No, we can't have it under there doing that all the time. Do you think it'll stop eventually? Maybe. Well, this one came out great, and that attached the two sides. That's perfect. It's exactly what we want to have happen. We're going to have to do that over here. These guys right here I need to be attached. These guys need to be attached. I need to get power from one of these sides over to the center. And like I said, I understand that I can use the extenders, but I found that it's a little bit wacky. I've used this similar base design before. Oh yeah, baby. That large shredder ready to rock and roll. I've used this base design before, and it just kind of seems like it doesn't work out quite as well. Did this guy stop rattling around? That's perfect then. We'll leave it just like that. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So now we just have to bring some more of the platforms over to attach the other parts to get all the other power up and running. So I'm going to go ahead and detach these guys. We will unlock them. And then I'll start bringing over some more of these platforms. I'll start burying those, and hopefully we can move power around correctly and recycle these as opposed to shredding them and then building like other platforms. This is just a little bit more efficient. All power lines are buried. Yeah, it looks like we got everything going here. Some of these are sticking out, like that one's sticking out a little bit longer than I would like, but it's pretty good, and it's all hidden, so the power system looks really good. We're not going to need any more of these platforms that we have, and instead of bringing the platforms to the shredder, which kind of doesn't make any sense, it's going to be a lot of stuff and things, a lot of trips back and forth. why don't we just bring the shredder to the platform? I think this would make a lot more sense. So what we can do is drop one of these canisters over here like so. We have an RTG on this guy right here. A lot of these medium platforms are just not going to need. And there it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Moving the base and shredding all the stuff and things. Get out of here, stupid stuff and things. No one loves you. I think you can fit 2 medium items inside of there. It's really, really loud. I always find like it's best to just move away from it while you're doing stuff and things. And over here, I think these large platforms, we're going to keep these. We're going to use those for sure. All these use solid fuel thrusters, we don't need any of that anymore. All the rest of these platforms can go. There's going to be a lot of shredding that I'm going to be able to do here. And these research guys, I think we can keep those. Obviously, we can set up a spot over at the new base for doing research, although we probably won't do much more. 27,000 bytes, and I have spent some today. There's an arm there. This we don't need. This we don't need. So, yeah, I can go ahead and start. I can only do 2 medium things at once. But I'll be able to go ahead and start, excuse me, put that guy over there like so. Yeah, start shredding all these bad hombres so we can make room or just get rid of it. Get organized and get this crap out of here. But believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to be it for today. It was a long day of crafting stuff and things. This guy fell over by the looks of it. But the new base, although not complete, is looking very, very nice. Like, it's way more, I don't know, just cooler looking. I like the layout and the design. It's a little bit more organized. And we're going to do even more. So more RTGs need to be created, probably some more batteries. I'd like to get some more of these extra large platform Bs going. And then I think in the next couple episodes, we're going to focus a little bit on a lot of different things. We need some research. We need to use more canisters. We need to make sure that we're getting all the gases, like multiple gases set up for this guy. And I feel like we just need to like kind of clean it up a bit. You know what I mean? Set stuff up so it's a little bit more clean. I'd like to get 2 smelting furnaces, but I'm not sure how I can fit them on one platform. One curved platform. And yeah, I'm just gonna have to think a little bit more about where we want everything to go. But for right now, it looks good. I like the design. I think it's gonna be a really fun base. And it was time to move. It just takes a little bit of time in this game. Stuff and things takes a while. Let's go ahead and drop you on there. Are you coming out? No, we should be good. So now all of the scrap that we make. Oh no, it is coming out. Hold on, we'll go like that. And then you are bugged out, I think. Something's going on over there. So all the scrap that we make will go right inside of there, and we can use that for trading. It will be very, very cool in the future. But, oh yeah, it's done. All right, but that's going to be it for today. Like I said, make sure if you like the video, don't forget, show your support. Smash the thumbs up button. Feel free to share and favorite the video as you see fit. And may the stuff and things be with you.